Hi guys, SDJR788 speaking with this week's update on Quay. Now, sadly, there will not be an update again on Compton Martin this week. As you could guess, I've been very busy trying to get this layout complete for a set time sort of thing. But there is some very big news. I cannot put into words how big this news is, considering concerning both layouts, especially Compton Martin. So that will be explained all in this video. But I'll just briefly get on and show you what I've done with Quay this week before I get into the big news concerning both layouts. I mean, it is big. Anyway, starting with Quay. Now, as you can see, I've laid out the buildings on there. These two you've seen these buildings before. These are all complete. That's the boiler room, an engine for probably pumping in the dock. Then you got the office buildings with the tower, a little hut of some sort, and I've started today with the warehouse. One building is complete. This one here, obviously the roof goes on at the end, but this is the warehouse end bit with the doors. I might attach a little rope crane which hangs out there, which would have served all those doors there, and this is the other end of the warehouse. Obviously, as you can see, it is literally just the first stage of it. As you can see, it's all flopping about. But the reason why I've put it here is a low relief kit. And basically, there'll be a bit along the back there, and there'll be a bridge between the two. But the reason why I've put it there is to see if it was the correct size. And as you can see, it fits pretty much perfectly together. I've roughly calculated how big the building is, the little flat pack bit, which is basically just a thin bit like that. Basically, that front half here, which goes along the back there between the two, and then the bridge goes in between the two, and I reckon the gap's about that big. So I reckon they fit quite snugly in there. Obviously, the back scene's got to go on, one there, the one along the back with a like an industrial town scene sort of thing, and then the one on the end will have bits of ships on and stuff. But basically here, there's going to be a gap where you can see the back scene quite a bit. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting some of those like scaled else, like trucks loads with the tarpaulin thing over barrels and stuff to fill in that gap there. Because I was worried that there was going to be a massive gap there sort of thing. But judging by this, calculating the way that this has been set out, the gap's actually not going to be too big, which is perfect. So I could get to cover up that. Now, obviously the main thing which has happened to Quay this week, as you could probably see, I didn't mention it first, is of course the cobbles. Now, I hope you enjoyed, I got quite a bit of feedback on my first tutorial, part of the tutorial on the cobbles, which basically showed you the basics, which was in between, how to get the cobble effect basically, how to prepare the clay and what tools you need and everything. And I hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. Quite a few people have said it's already come in very handy, and it has inspired a few people to maybe do the effect on their layout. As you can see, I've got to the stage where the cobbles have fully been laid. I've still got to film the painting bit yet. But the net part 2, which is already pre-filmed, it should be coming this week, will show you how to lay the cobbles in between the rails. I'm at the stage where I'm just waiting for it to dry, because clay does take 2 to 3 days to dry, which I have forgot to mention in the tutorial, but I'll film a little clip anyway saying that it does take 2 to 3 days to dry, which it does, and I think it's still a bit moist under here because I ran out of clay there. I had to get some more, and it's still a tiny bit wet on the underside bit. But yeah, you can see you can see the height difference now, how much the clay has. You can see it's quite a thick layer of clay I've used on there, so that's really improved the height of the wall. Obviously, I will have the paper like on the platform on Compton Martin there. I did have a strip here earlier, and I've lost it conveniently when filming. But basically, I was going to show you. But basically, the strip like on the front there, what I've used, the gritstone or whatever it is there, will be used along the front here to cover up the clay. I'm also going to put a tiny thin strip of wood along the bottom here, raised up. This is to keep the realistic water effect level and flat in there when I add the realistic water. But yeah, now, oh yeah, I've also done in between the points. As you can see, I only did the top end bit of the points, not where the actual working bit is. Although those rails do move, they can move freely, as I'll just quickly demonstrate. Hopefully, if I don't get my arm in the way. They are. You can see they do move. Got to tweak it a bit. Still got cleaning. Oh, that's one thing I've also forgot to mention. I still got to clean in between the rails before I paint to get any little bits that stubborn and locked in. But as you can see, the building, it really helps with the little back scene, because I was worried how that was going to work out without having a tunnel there. But with that building there, considering from an exhibition point of view, it looks alright. And yeah, I didn't have to clay all the points completely over. It doesn't look too bad, considering the back wall's going to be there, a bit of scenery on it. So yeah. Right, now on to the very, very big news. Now, the reason why there haven't been very many Compton Martin updates this week, for the past few weeks, is because obviously I'm trying to get this finished. I started this project last week, and I aim to get it finished within 2 more weeks for the Models and Miniatures event at the East Somerset Railway. Now, I've come into a bit of a snag. This will be, I hope to take this on the Saturday, at least, which is the September the 7th, I think, or something like that. This is Saturday. But it says email on their website if you're going to be attending. But a few weird things that happen with their website. One, you click on the date when you arrive on their page, and it says down the page the 7th and 8th, which is the weekend, the Models and Miniatures event. It says no, for no event or something other. Bit random, but if you click on it, it says Models and Miniatures event, and it comes up with a description of the whole event. So I'm a bit concerned whether they're running it or not now. And 2, it says at the bottom, it says click at the bottom for email to if you want to display an item there, which is obviously what a display key there. It's come up with this weird program instead of like a Windows version of email, which I cannot access. So I'm having trouble contacting them to tell them to ask them, is the event on, and is the layout would I be able to take the layout? So I've hit a bit of a snag there. I still hope to go if they are running it. I've got to find another way to contact them. If you can help, if any of you know how I can get in contact with any of the members of staff there, without visiting. If not, I will have to try to visit during the next 2 weeks to ask them whether I could take the layout. But yeah, hopefully I've got to get it finished within 2 weeks. So that means painting, adding the realistic water, adding the back scenes and stuff that I've still got to get. But it's quite basic stuff, so I hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to get it finished within the 2 weeks. It's hit and miss, but very, very hope I do. Now, as you know, I've been calling it Quay. Now, I wasn't sure what to call it. I didn't really want to call it anything to do with Compton Martin, but literally, every single comment I got on the last update was Compton Quay, Compton Quay, Compton Quay, and I sat there in bed at night thinking, Compton Quay, ringing in my head, and I just thought, well, it's not a bad name, so I'm now gonna christen it or whatever. It's now called Compton Quay. So you've won me over there, okay? so when there'll be a plaque on there saying Compton Quay. So it proves how much Compton Martin has really shone on to you. You've really captured your imagination and come up with Compton Quay, even though Compton Martin's nowhere near water. But there we go, Compton Quay. So yeah, now on to the big, massive news. I said big quite a few times there. Now, as some of you know, I work in a restaurant on Sunday, which is why I keep on saying that I miss rail tours, because they always go by on Sunday. But it doesn't matter. I enjoy my job. It's working in a restaurant, and basically, it's a recently built restaurant. It's only been open for 1 year or so, and basically they have brilliant rooms upstairs to hold events like weddings, receptions, and stuff. And basically, the owner of the restaurant, sort of thing, he knows I'm into me model railways and stuff, and obviously I've told him about Compton Martin project, because this restaurant is actually in the real Compton Martin. There is a real village called Compton Martin, for you who don't know. It's in near Bristol, and basically that's where I work, and that's where the restaurant's actually too. So hence the reason why I built Compton Martin, because I designed it on a station that would or could have been there, sort of thing. So yeah, but basically, recently there's been a few events held at the restaurant in these rooms, including classic car meets, because there's quite a large car park there. So people come in for a Sunday lunch, really good food there, and they basically park their classic cars up, and they go up in the top room and stuff and have a chat about classic cars and stuff. And recently, or this Sunday as well, this video hopefully be uploaded on Sunday, so today I probably would have been you know, if you're watching this anyway, I filmed this beforehand, but you know, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, well, hopefully there's been an Aston Martin model club there. Basically, an Aston Martin owners club's gone and taken his models there, hopefully, and basically, you know, had an event there. I'm not sure how well it's turned out because obviously this has all been pre-filmed, but you know, I will know by now, uploading, you know, whenever. But anyway, I inquired to the owner about my boss, basically about this, you know, how this guy came to book the event, sort of thing. And I mentioned, you know, like I said, he likes my updates on Compton Martin and stuff. And I mentioned, would it be possible to hold a model railway exhibition because the beautiful sized rooms? And he said, of course. So basically, there are plans in the pipeline to host a model railway exhibition there. Now, this is the part I really, really need your feedback on. I mean, I need quite a bit of feedback for this. This event, there is no set date at the moment. Before you ask, it could probably be later this year. You know, maybe November, maybe. You know, or maybe even early next year. You know, there's no set time on the on this event at the moment. But you know, it could be done whenever. So, but basically, it is hoped to be Compton Martin, the layout, not to get confused with the real place now, Compton Martin's first outing. So that means I will have to get the layout finished for then. Now, I'm not going to rush myself because basically this exhibition has no specific time. I don't have to, you know, this event is basically, you know, being arranged around the layout, hopefully. So when the layout is complete, I will then put out flyers and stuff, and you know, about a month or 2 months after it's, you know, a month or so in advance of before the event, and then, you know, hopefully people will see the flyers, and obviously I'll mention it. I'll put an advert on YouTube and stuff, and hopefully people will turn up. Now, this will be, you know, like I said, Compton Martin will be first outing, so it'd be very fitting. Compton Martin at Compton Martin, and also Quay will be going along as well. So that's 2 layouts that will be going to this event. Now, this is the bit where I have to ask you. 1, any of you interested in going to this event? I mean, you know, I know quite a few are like up in Yorkshire or stuff, but anybody, you could be, you know, miles away from Compton Martin or sort of thing, but it's in the Bristol area and you're not far from Bristol. So if you're in the Bristol area or you're willing to travel, would you be able to go to that event? It will be on a Sunday. I know it'll probably be a 1-day event, and it will be on a Sunday, as that's the most convenient date for the event. So yeah, remember, it will be a Sunday, guaranteed, almost. Your weekends, it won't be a weekday. So if you're in the, if you're in the area, or you're willing to travel, would you, jot it down, leave a comment saying, yeah, I would like to go to the event, sort of thing. Because I'm just trying to gather up feedback, for this event. And 2, now this is a really, really big ask. If anybody would like to display a layout at the event, please do get in contact, because at the moment 2 layouts have been confirmed and you're looking at them. Well, I wouldn't say confirmed, but if the event goes ahead, these 2 will hopefully be attending, especially Compton Martin, because it's quite hard. Like I said, it's quite hard to get her out and about, sort of thing. But it's not too far to go, and obviously Compton Martin is the reason why I designed her, sort of thing. The village I designed her, so what a better place to display her. So that is a big ask. If any of you do have an exhibition layout, or if you really want to display a layout, because this is sort of for people who have never ever displayed before. Because I mean, I've never ever displayed before, sort of thing. If you even want to build a micro layout like Quay, I mean, this is hopefully going to take me 3 weeks to build, sort of thing. If you want to build a micro layout using old bits of shelf like what I've done here, and then display it, you put your name down, sort of thing. As long as you're able to get there, sort of thing, it's a win-win, sort of thing. So please do leave a feedback on what you think of this planned event, and tell me what you think, and I'll keep you up to date on what's happening with the event, and of course on Compton Martin and Compton Quay. I was going to say Quay for a moment, but Compton Quay now. So yeah, this has been SDJR7F88 speaking, and thanks for watching.